The evolutionary eating program is actually a skill building program, because most people come and feel that the reason that they're overweight or overfat is because they're lacking willpower. That's almost never the reason. Sometimes they're lacking willpower because their willpower has been exhausted, but that's not quite the same thing. The evolutionary eating program is all about skill power, not willpower. So it teaches the fundamental skills of eating, which human children would have learned throughout history, throughout our history of being human beings, of these fundamental skills that we would have gotten just by being around competent eaters that were our parents, our family, and our community. Now we're learning most of our skills of eating from the television set, so we've become very skillful at eating the way that the advertisers want us to. We've become very skillful at eating cheap to make, highly advertised, highly promoted food, because they would like to sell you food, and they only can sell food that we're willing to eat. So over this period of time, as food has been marketed to, we are using food producers, food marketers as our models for how to learn to eat, because you always learn. That is a given. You might not learn what you wanted to, but we have learned. We've learned a dysfunctional set of skills. So we need to go back and learn the basic fundamental skills of eating that children would usually have picked up. So I call them the journalistic, the 5 W's and the H. It's simply when to eat, what to eat, where to eat, who to eat with, why you should be eating, and how you should eat. And they're very basic skills. They take years for a child to learn, but they don't take years for an adult to learn. They do, however, require that you practice them, because any learned skill doesn't happen just because you think about it. It's really easy to change your mind, but not so easy to change your brain. If you want to change your brain, then you have to employ the practice of neuroplasticity, which means brain changing, which means you have to pay attention, mindfulness. You have to actually do something, movement. And you have to feel good about it and not stressed, or your brain won't take that in as new learning, and that's mood. So the brain-changing formula of mindfulness, movement, and mood is the way to learn the fundamental skills of eating. And that's the basis of the evolutionary eating program.